We're seeing a lot of this kind of footage of Palestinian hostages being released and finally reuniting with their families. This was part of the agreement where Hamas is to release 50 Israeli hostages and Israel is to release 150 Palestinian hostages. Note that the 150 are all women or teenage boys. I want to give a little context about this kind of footage that we're seeing, especially for those of y'all who are still new to what's happening to Palestine. While this is very much a happy moment seeing Palestinians freed and united with their families, however, this sight is nothing new for us. Like seeing Palestinians celebrating their release and kissing the hands of their mothers and everyone crying and celebrating. This is not unique to what has been happening since October 7th. This is literally a regular Tuesday for Palestinians. If you are Palestinian or you've been following what's happening to Palestinians, you know that this is part of our culture. This is part of our identity. Seeing an announcement on Ion Palestine's Instagram account or an article on Al Jazeera or WhatsApp forward from your cousins and aunts about a newly released prisoner, videos and images of the reunification, this is all normal for us. So much so that we have not just songs, we have traditional songs, like songs from way back in the day about our prisoners, about the culture of Palestinian imprisonment by the Israeli colonizer. We have songs that are sung to the mother of the prisoner, giving her words of encouragement and support and reminding her that God is with her and with her child. We have wedding songs, wedding dances. We have debke. We have a specific type of debke that is danced while reciting a poem about a Palestinian man who's going through the process of being imprisoned by Israel. We have a type of song originating from the British colonization period. These words are based on a secret coded language that Palestinian women would sing out loud while walking along the perimeter of a prison that was holding their loved one, using songs to send an encrypted message to their husband or brother or father, communicating messages of how they're gonna help them escape the prison or even just telling them how much they miss them. And I'm explaining all of this history of our traditional music to show you how deeply ingrained wrongful imprisonment is in Palestinian culture. How we have songs that are older than the state of Israel about imprisonment of our people. I want to share something else about our prison culture, but fair warning, this is kind of a mature topic, so if you're underage or you have kids around, swipe out. Wrongful imprisonment is so deep in our culture and has been happening for so long that there is an informal system of smuggling sperm out of prisons to allow couples to have kids. These Palestinian men who are being held in these Israeli prisons for God knows how long. You can be in there for 2 days, 2 months, 20 years, 60 years. It's all up to Israel. So especially for the majority of these prisoners who are Palestinian men, a lot of whom are married and their lives as a couple are stunted by this wrongful imprisonment, unable to grow their family and have kids because of Israel. This is especially the case for those who are imprisoned for long periods of time. Before October 7th, there were more than 5,000 Palestinians in Israeli prison. Visits are limited to 45 minutes with those glass panels between them. So to circumnavigate this and ensure that they're able to grow their families, some will partake in the practice of smuggling their sperm out of the prison. From there, the wife can take it to a professional to use for IVF and hopefully get pregnant. In 2013, it was documented that more than 22 Palestinian women just in the district of Nablus in the West Bank had undergone insemination using smuggled sperm. Success rate is relatively low because of the difficulties involved with transporting fresh sperm, but it has been done, and there have been a number of cases where the insemination was successful and the wife had the baby to full term. So in those successful cases, these Palestinian women are carrying the child for 9 months alone, having the child alone, raising the child alone, all while the husband is wrongfully being held in Israeli prison. Whereas the unsuccessful cases, which is the majority, these couples are unable to have kids. That is how long this racist system of oppression has been going on for Palestinians. Wrongful imprisonment is just one of the many tools Israel uses to control the Palestinians. When you see the footage of Palestinian hostages being released or hear anything about Palestinian imprisonment, know how deeply it runs and recognize that this isn't a one-off event. This has been happening to our people for decades now.